What is up, y'all? It's your boy KK back for another Thirsty Thursday talk. Today is January 5th. Happy 2023. I hope y'all had a good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Today, I'm going to talk about my enhancement with laser eye surgery. But first, we have a basic beer review of Red Stripe Jamaican Lager beer. 4.7% alcohol volume, 11.2 ounces. 139 calories and 12 grams of carbs. Also, I'm outside. It's like upper 50s right now in January for Pennsylvania. So cheers to that indeed. It smells and tastes sweet. Definitely has a unique vibe to it, but honestly, I don't think I would be buying this again in the United States of America. It's drinkable, but it's not the vibe I'm going for with beer. I'll tell you what, I'll make things simple. Next time I'm in Jamaica, which who knows when will be, I'll have another Red Stripe. Okay, cheers to that. For those that don't know or already know, a little refresher. A little over 7 years ago, I got Lasik, laser eye surgery. Before I had contacts, I had glasses. The next morning after laser eye surgery, I was seeing 20/20, even better than 20/20. Also have a Thirsty Thursday talk about this on I Got New Eyes. So if you want to look more into detail about that, click on that video. If you see me looking down, I typed out things because there's a lot I want to talk about. I also have a piece of paper, so that's why. There are basically two ways of laser eye surgery. You have PRK and you have LASIK. The first time I got it, it was LASIK. They do both eyes. It's a very quick, easy procedure. The recovery time isn't as in-depth. You still have to do XYZ stuff, which I'll get into, but really it's a pretty easy procedure and an immediate effect. So the last couple of years, I've noticed that my vision hasn't been as sharp as it used to be once I got laser eye surgery. For work, I'm a DOT driver, and you have to get a DOT physical, I think, every 2 years. During my eye exams the past 2 years, I've noticed that my vision is now like a 20/40. That's literally the worst it can be for you to pass the DOT. So it was something that I definitely needed a enhancement. I needed to get that done. So I went to LasikPlus. Now the nice thing about this, it's a nationwide company, and they have a lifetime advantage plan. So enhancements are free of charge for lifetime. Okay, here's just some things you need to know about. The first, you got to contact them. You got to tell them what you're experiencing, and then from there, they're going to email you a form or whatever. You got to take that to your regular eye doctor, get an eye exam. Everything that's on that paper that they give you needs to be done. Once you get that back, you're going to give that form back to the laser eye surgery, and then you wait approximately 12 weeks, give or take. Mine was a little bit longer than 12 weeks when I was supposed to hear from them, so I reached out myself. I followed up. I said, hey, is there any movement with this? And they're like, oh yeah, you're approved to come in for an eye exam. So you have to go in for an eye exam at the LasikPlus place, which costs $75. You go there, you get they do like an eye exam, they do different tests and everything like that. In my situation, they noticed some dry eye, and they thought that perhaps I would need to get the PRK procedure done instead of the LASIK. So a little backstory again. 7 years ago, I got mine done in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Since COVID, it has shut down and it has not reopened. So I had to drive down to Towson, Maryland, which isn't a bad drive at all. I mean, with no traffic, it's just over an hour. With traffic, maybe an hour and a half. So really not a bad drive at all. Now, perhaps the surgeon would have been comfortable doing LASIK versus PRK, but just keep in mind, look, you know, I got the procedure done in Harrisburg, a different surgeon. I'm coming down to Towson, so it's a different surgeon. It's really up to what the surgeon feels that they're comfortable doing. But the plan was PRK left eye, wait a month, and then PRK the right eye. Now, I don't really know much about the PRK because I never had it. And so if you're here for PRK stuff, I don't have any information regarding that. But from what I could gather from it and read on, it just seemed like it was a little bit more in depth and the recovery was a lot different. So anyway, I left there. I had a prescription that I had to get done for, or filled for the PRK procedure. Got 2 generic ones that were like $7 to fill, right? But then there was this third one, which cost a fortune. I had to spend pretty much $150 on this prescription eye, whatever it was. That part sucked, having to lose $150. And we'll get a little bit more into that, why it even sucked even more when I went for my procedure, which was last Friday, so December 30th. Also, bless Leanne's heart, because she drove down with me for my original eye exam and then for the actual eye procedure at LasikPlus in Towson, Maryland. She was an absolute lifesaver, an absolute rock star, absolutely just caring for me with my eyes and everything about it. Like, very much thank you, Leanne. I definitely appreciated it. So anyway, I had an appointment. You go down there. Again, you know, they run a few tests. They want to make sure everything's looking good. The doctor there, he said, you know what? I don't see why the surgeon wouldn't be able to do LASIK. The surgeon comes in, takes a look. Yeah, we can do LASIK on both eyes. So never mind that PRK nonsense that I wasn't looking forward to at all. I was super pumped. You get both eyes done. It's very fast procedure, and the recovery time is pretty much immediate. There's certain things you have to do, which I'll get into a little bit. But remember how I said about that $150 that I had to drop for that eye drops? Yeah, I didn't need it anymore. Why? Because I wasn't getting PRK. So I actually didn't even open it. Leanne called CVS. Hey, like, we didn't even open it. Can we return it? No, they won't return it. So, bam, I got hit for $150 with that. And that sucked. But we decided, you know what? We'll do the right thing. We'll give it to them. Maybe there's someone that needs it. Because obviously, we're not going to use it, right? The procedure went super fast. You don't feel really pain. It's just a little bit discomfort. And it's really fast. And then as soon as you leave, you go home and then you take a nap. When you're there, they do give you Tylenol PM, so that kind of helps you get tired so you can take a nap afterwards. At least the first 2 days after the surgery, I had to wear sunglasses inside and outside. I had to wear eye shields at bedtime, when I was showering, no strenuous physical activity. The first 5 days after surgery, don't rub your eyes, no swimming, wear sunglasses when outside, protect your eyes at all times. What I had to do, though, if you're asking me, is I had to do, there's a steroid antibiotic combination eye drop, and I had to do that 1 drop every 2 hours while awake. And then the next morning, so this happened Friday. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. So it happened Friday. The eye drops start once you wake up. And then I had to do artificial tears, preservative-free, 1 drop every hour while awake. So Saturday, I drove back down to Maryland. They did my my post-op checkup. I was reading 20/20. And you might think, Kelvin, you're back to 20/20 vision, baby. You can see, right? So here's what I'll say about that. You know, my first time I got the procedure done, you know, I was going from glasses and contacts to seeing better than 20/20 the next day, of course I'm going to notice a big difference. But here I'm 20/40. So going from 20/40 to 20/20, it wasn't that big of a difference that I was used to the first time I did it. Also, I did the preservative lubricant drops just before going in, which does make your vision blurry for a few minutes. So I think that impacted it. Also, it does take a few days for it to fully work, like fully recover. You know what I mean? Okay. Right now, what I've been doing for the past since Saturday is every hour that I'm awake, every hour I'm putting the eye drops in, the lubricant eye drops. And then right now, after my post-op visit on Saturday, I got the medicine drops, I call it. I have to do that 4 times a day. So like breakfast, lunch, dinner, before bedtime. Now, if you want to see my eyes, I'm going to take them off. I can, okay? It's a little sunny out in the back. But here are my eyes. Now you see that yellow stuff around my eyes? No, I'm not sick. No. That's from the medicine drops. That's been the sucky thing about that is it just like goes all over your eyes. And I've been very, very careful not to rub my eyes, not to touch anywhere near my eyes as best as possible, because I want to have this vision last, okay? I don't want to do anything that's going to make it regress or get worse over time, okay? Now, if you're wondering yourself, lifetime guarantee enhancements free of charge for life? Like, what does that mean? What did it actually cost for me? Okay, I'm gonna get into it. I didn't pay a dime for the procedures, okay? I didn't pay a dime for that. I paid $75 for the eye exam with LasikPlus. I got the eye prescription drops that was a little bit over $150 because I thought I was getting the PRK. I didn't. Oh well, that sucks. Could be worse, right? Let's just remember that. I didn't pay for the eye exam, which probably was in the thousands. I don't know how much it would have been, to be honest. Then I had to get the eye drops. Like I said, I mentioned the medicine drops, the preservative-free lubricant drops. I had to get that, so that was like $80-some. So you're looking at just around a little over $300 is what I paid. But I have to say it again. I didn't pay a dime for the procedure. And if you're wondering, Kelvin, how much does it cost? I have not a clue. 7 years ago, I think I paid between $1,000 to $3,000. I mean, we are in 2023 with inflation and prices are a lot higher than they used to be. So just keep that in mind as well, right? Here's what I'll tell you. Do I recommend laser eye surgery? I 150% do, okay? It has been an absolute life changer for me. But the fact of the matter is LasikPlus, like I said, a lifetime guarantee of enhancements. Yes, you have to put out a little change, but you're not putting out thousands of dollars. So if you're interested in this, what I really recommend is you set up a free consultation with LasikPlus. First of all, you might not even qualify for it. Maybe you do, and maybe you're able to afford it. I don't know. I have no idea what it will cost. But I am so glad that I was able to get an enhancement done. And I honestly can tell you that I have noticed a change. Like on Saturday, I was like, wow, like I don't really notice much difference. But I talked to the doctor, they said, it takes time, and it did take time. I can see things better than I used to. It takes 3 months on average for the eyes to stabilize. Some glare and distortion will be present at night, which I definitely do experience. Your vision may fluctuate from day to day and even morning to evening. This is normal. The eyes will heal independently of one another. On one day, your right may see better than the left, and fluctuation. So it just takes time, okay? Anyway, I'm sorry for this super long thirsty Thursday talk, but other than my close family and some friends, like I haven't really talked about it. But I'm definitely gonna share this on my socials, and those that do watch this, and thank you for watching. And if you have any questions regarding laser eye surgery, I'll give you my experience with it. And yeah. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's upper 50s. It's a little bit chilly out here when the sun is not out, but hey, it could be a lot worse. But y'all have a great weekend, and I will catch y'all next Thursdays. Cheers.